From Community Transit in Snohomish County, Washington, you're listening to That Transit Show. I'm your host, Monica Spain. Every month, we bring you the voices behind the scenes, the people who help you get from where you are to where you want to be. Welcome aboard. On today's podcast, we're talking about small businesses and transit. And whether you're the employer or the employee, you'll want to hear about this free program that gives people unlimited access to transit across Puget Sound. We'll be talking about small business partnerships with Alessandra Gonzalez from Community Transit. Well, Alessandra Gonzalez, welcome to That Transit Show. It's great to have you here.
Hi, Monica. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, one of the reasons I'm so excited to have you here is because you're one of the people here at Community Transit who is out in the field all the time. So I don't always get to see you and talk to you because you're out talking to people who ride our service and prospective businesses that may want to work with your program. So tell me about your program.
Okay, I'd love to. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know I miss being in the office because I feel like, but I also do love my job because I get to go around the community and look for small businesses that are looking to get started with transit benefits. So everyone that I'm meeting out in the community, whether it's a rider or whether it's a commuter, I'm just looking to engage them with transit resources. So it's fun.
Yeah, I'll bet it is. I mean, I have heard that you literally pound the pavement, like looking for small businesses to bring into this program. What are you looking for?
I'm usually writing our transit services, trying to identify, like, if I was an employee, what our business, like where are locations and bus stops that I would take to get to work. So writing those services, getting off at these shopping centers and going straight to the businesses and being like, hi, we have, I work for Community Transit. We do have these vehicles that you may see around the community, but we also work with employers to offer transit benefits to their employees. And everyone has to get around. And there's a way that you can get started for free to provide ORCA cards that have an unlimited pass for a year to hop on all the transit services in the Puget Sound. Does that sound like something you would want to offer your employees?
Tell me about the first business that you signed up. I think it was Clay Pit.
Yeah. So Clay Pit, I was riding our Swift Orange line and I was like, let me get off at Mill Creek Town Center and just kind of give a flyer and give an elevator pitch to all of these businesses around here. And I stopped at Clay Pit and I had no idea.
It's an Indian restaurant.
It's an Indian restaurant,
Yeah.
yeah. So yes, Clay Pit is a phenomenal Indian restaurant. And it's right on the corner. And I walked over and I just introduced myself. I said, hi, Community Transit. Like, I don't know if you know, but we have these bus lines that are right here and your employees might be able to use it to get to work, because I've just had all this different range of people's knowledge with transit.
Sure.
And so then I told him that. And then he was like, oh, I know Community Transit. I used to work for Community Transit. And I was like, oh, well, okay, then you know these bus routes better than me. And then he was like,
this is so serendipitous, right?
It was
you didn't know.
I didn't know. I was just like walking around. And
what did he do at Community Transit?
He was a coach operator as well. So yeah, he was like, yeah, my employees do use it to get to work. And then he called me the next day and he was like, how do I get started?
Okay.
And then that was the first account that I signed up, which was really fun.
Well, you mentioned saving money, and one of the employees at Clay Pit, we interviewed them, and he had some interesting things to say about that. So I want to take a listen to that.
My name is Joshua Stoller, and I am a dishwasher and a part-time server. I ride Route 166 every day to and from work. Transportation is probably one of the most important things for people who do not work from home. But the fact that it's free is absolutely fantastic. Considering the price of vehicles and the price of fuel, I estimate it saves me about $1,000 a month.
So $1,000 a month. I mean, that's significant when you think about what goes into owning a car, right? There's insurance, there's maintenance, gas.
Filling up your tank,
yes,
which hurts.
Yes.
And everyone has to get around. Everyone has to get to work. So having an option that, even if you have a car, right? Even if you can afford the gas costs these days, your car could break down, and it's good to know your local bus stops. You know, you have another option, and we are constantly traveling out in the community. So I don't know, next time you're thinking like, oh, I'm stuck in traffic. Like me, I always tell people like, I love being a passenger princess because when I'm behind the wheel, I'm road raging. Like I'm so annoyed. And so I just like the fact that I can have a professional driver do that for me instead of me having to be stressed out behind the wheel.
So for a business like Clay Pit, in that case, like how did you get them started? How did you walk them through the process of getting started?
So they sign up with me and I walk them through the enrollment for ORCA for Business Passport.
Just sort of the paperwork aspect of it, yeah.
Once that's done, we schedule a time for me to meet with employees. So whenever works best for their employees. Everyone has been completely different as far as whether it was a 6 a.m. employee orientation or whether it was 5 p.m. on a Friday.
Or multiple shifts. Haven't you had multiple shifts?
Or multiple shifts.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. I never know what to expect, but I always do have like a group of employees that are coming into like a break room or an office. And I'm like, hey guys, these are your travel options. This is your new ORCA card. And my favorite fun fact is like, do you know what ORCA stands for? Because a lot of people don't. Like
remind me. I know, I should know this.
So it's one regional card for all.
Yes.
So I think that helps people remember that, yes, we have a lot of transit agencies in the region. What is this ORCA card? Is it just for the bus or it's because of whale? Like there was a reason that it was created and it was to connect all of these agencies and have one form of payment for riders. So like even though it sounds like I'm explaining what an acronym is, it feels like this is to remind you though, like more than just a little like boop.
Yeah.
It's like your way to get around.
Yeah. I love that. And you know, there are other options. If they have a credit card, they can tap to pay. Cash is still an option too. Yeah. But ORCA is just, it's a really nice system, and knowing that you can go anywhere in the region is just so great.
Yeah, I think that too. A lot of people still do use cash because they don't know what an ORCA card is because they're not English speakers. And I've been coming across that when I'm at these employee orientations. There's people who are riding transit, but they don't have an ORCA card because they just didn't know. Oh. So I'm grateful that I speak Spanish and can have presentations. One time I did an employee orientation and I was speaking in English, Spanish, and there was another employee translating Ukrainian for me. Whoa, so it's like we're reaching a lot of people, and it's important that we can reach them in the languages that they speak too. So yeah. ORCA stands for One Regional Card for All. I walk them through all of their new options and all of the ways that they can get around. And I think what's important to remember is that even though they're receiving this benefit from their employer, they can use their ORCA card to get around anytime. So it's not just for work. They can use it to get to fun, to the Seahawks game, to the concert, to their friends. At the end of the day, like when we're choosing a new way of traveling, we're going to try it first on our day off. We're not going to try it when we get to work. So it's important that they have like such a holistic benefit to explore their options. And yeah, so I walk them through all that, and all the time, I love being a transit nerd and just telling them everything that I know. And they do enjoy it. There's a lot of things that they don't know about.
Yeah. What are the big questions they ask?
Okay. What are the big questions they ask? A lot of people always ask me like, how do I get one for my daughter? How do I get one for my husband? Because ORCA cards don't travel alone. Like they're going to go together. And so I love that question. And
bringing even more people on transit.
Yeah. I'm like, and then
I can tell this is your passion.
It's fun. It's because transit is cool. We live in a really wonderful region that has so many services that I hate the idea of like, people not knowing about what services they have access to, you know, like what resources exist and what can help them save money, just because they don't know or they don't know how to use it. So I'm lucky that my job is to like help people get started and offer them like that support.
Yeah. Did you grow up taking transit, or is it a newer thing for you?
No, it's a newer thing for me. I think that's why I feel so, when I grew up in California, I was burdening my mom with picking me up and dropping me off everywhere. So the fact that now she's the one that like on her days off, she's like, I'm going to take the 130 to the 117 and I'm going to go to Macy's.
Nice.
Yeah. So I love that we both get an ORCA card from our employer and we can just ride around and neither of us have to be stressed out on the road.
So it's interesting to me that when you go to these businesses, you hand them the ORCA card, But this is more than just giving people ORCA cards. This is really, is there follow-up? Are there other things going on? You don't just walk out the door, right?
No. So after we get started, we get them the businesses started. All of their employees get ORCA cards. They get a presentation about their options. We leave them with an employees-only informational display, a public-facing display so that people who frequent those businesses can get more information about how they can travel, and then ongoing support. So I got an email last week about someone being like, I need a photo of the light rail for our hotel website and it needs to be this professional. And I'm like, I got you. Like you have a connection to someone in transit. Or if it's like, I need my employee wants to get started with van pool. I'm like, I have a resource for that. I can help you with that. So they get a monthly digital newsletter. They always have access to me. They have an ongoing guaranteed ride home program that they have access to.
Tell me about that.
Okay.
Like guaranteed ride home. What does that mean?
So essentially, when we drive to work, right, should an emergency happen, we have more flexibility to just hop in our cars and get somewhere.
Yeah.
But if we're taking a sustainable commute to get to work, like transit or carpooling, biking, whatever it may be, and we feel sick or we have a family emergency come up, we don't have that right out there. So to support those commuters, we provide them with the safety net program so that they can call a taxi cab company to get them home 6 times a year.
So if they had to stay really late at work,
Like unscheduled overtime, things like that.
and the bus wasn't running anymore or something.
Yeah,
Then
if the
that's
bus,
an option.
if they missed their last bus because they were working late, they would be able to get home in a safe way.
Well, I want to hear another clip from somebody who also works at Clay Pit. Let's take a listen to what he has to say about this program.
Hi, this is Sai. I was a full-time manager here, so I got the benefits from my boss. So I was like saving a lot of dollars every month. So that can be helped to pay my rent. So that's why I was like taking the transit every month, every day, morning and the night.
Is that a common thing that you hear when you go out and talk to businesses?
Yeah, again, we all have to get around. We all have to get to work, especially at certain businesses, they're either like relying on other people to pick them up and drop them off and having to wait hours, or they're taking rideshare services that are way more expensive than public transit and they live locally. And so there's a really big opportunity where you could save so much money if you rode transit, but B, if your employer offered you that opportunity to get around, it's
For free.
for free.
Yeah.
Like your employees can get to work reliably. You can help them do that. And especially when businesses are struggling, employees are struggling, it's a really good benefit. Even like wages aside, right? There's also opportunity for businesses that have a lot of like parking shortages. So if there's no parking and your employees are taking up a lot of those parking spots, hey, imagine they took transit and then there was opportunity for clients and customers to park there instead of your employees taking up that parking.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
For sure. How is it that this program is free?
So we were awarded a regional mobility grant. Community Transit has worked with major employers for years, offering them commute trip reduction strategies and resources. And so we saw that there was a missing gap about reaching shift workers and small and medium-sized businesses. So this program was designed to help them with ORCA Passport, where the employer signs up for a program. We apply 100% off incentive, and then they partner with us to provide ORCA cards to their employees, but we also provide them with the employee orientation. We help them get started, resources every month, so that way their employees not only have like a key to the Puget Sound, but so that they also have all the information and resources that they need to get started.
So if you could, speak to maybe business owners who are wondering like, am I a good fit for this program? What are the specs? Like what do they need to know? Who's the ideal target here?
Yeah. So our partnership eligibility is essentially employers that have between 5 and 49 employees per location. You agree to have to host me for an employee orientation. So we'll do all the work, or I'll do all the work.
It's all Alessandra all the time for now.
Yeah. So I do a lot of the grunt work. I know that they're busy. I know that they have a lot on their plate, and that shouldn't be a reason why they can't offer transit benefits to their employees. So I help them get started. We do the ORCA passport. They invite me for an employee orientation. And then they sign up for my monthly newsletter. They have to answer my emails, just a continued partnership, because they're helping us as much as we're helping them. Every employee that asks them, like, wait, how do I use my ORCA card? And they're reaching out to us and engaging with that. We want to continue the conversation. So Snohomish County employers with between 5 to 49 employees per location.
Okay.
The rest we can take from there.
And what's the website that they should go to if they want to get your information?
Yeah. So you start at ctgo.org/smallbiz, and then it has the information there and how to contact me to get started.
How many businesses have signed up with this program so far?
So over 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since January? Is that when you started this?
Yeah. So
okay.
In a quarter, we've enrolled about 30 employers, and then that's reached about 700 employees.
What an impact that's making. How does that make you feel?
Oh my gosh. Every employee orientation feels really good. Even every outreach, like even if a business doesn't sign up, at least they see us out in the community. They know about this opportunity. They know what ORCA stands for. And but it feels really good. Affordability is really high. Gas prices are really high. And it never hurts to explore your options. It never hurts to consider a different way of traveling, of knowing your local bus stop, of knowing that light rail is really cool. We all love light rail. I love light rail. But our Swift buses, I like to tell people that they're like light rail, but on the bus. They're high frequency. They have lighting and shelters and a digital sign that will tell you when your next bus is coming. So they're reliable in that way. And I think there's an opportunity to encourage people to go beyond the light rail.
Definitely. When you're talking about education and ways to kind of like inspire people, what other challenges are you putting out there for people? I think there's something coming up, right?
Yes, there's something coming up. So now that the sunshine is out and it's spring, we have our annual Bike and Bus Everywhere Challenge. So basically, if you're biking to get around, if you're busing to get around, including paratransit, including the ZIP vehicles, we have an annual challenge where we reward people for using active transportation methods like that. So now that the sun is outside, we really encourage everyone. May is Bike Month. June is Ride Transit Month. Like, that's your time to get outside and explore your options.
So how does the challenge work?
So the challenge works on Rideshare Online. You can go to this platform and log your trips to be eligible for prizes. So every time that you ride your bike or you ride transit, you put it on your calendar and it enters you into a reward. So you just have to join the challenge, do your trips, log your trips, and then we'll pull a winner at the end of the month, whether you were the best biker or the best transit champion. We hope that it encourages people and challenges them. Just another reason to get outside and try a different form of transportation.
So tell me again the name of the program and how it got its start.
So Community Transit has been working with large employers in Snohomish County through a commute trip reduction program for years. And we saw that there was this opportunity to help small and medium-sized businesses with those same kinds of resources and benefits. And that's kind of where we partnered with WSDOT through the Regional Mobility Grant to come out with two programs: small business partnerships and community partnerships. Small business partnerships, basically, if you're an employer with between 5 and 49 employees, we want to partner with you to help your employees get ORCA cards that they can use around the Puget Sound.
And it's free to the employer.
And it's free to the employer. They sign up with us 100% off, no cost to them.
And it's covered by that grant that
It's covered by that grant. Yes, absolutely. With community partnerships, we're partnering with community-based organizations that are serving one of our reduced fare groups. So our reduced fare groups are key groups that can ride for $1 or less. They're low-income households people with disabilities, seniors, and of course, youth ride free throughout the state of Washington.
Yes. Love that.
We love it. And a lot of people still don't know about that. And when you're thinking about costs for a family, like that adds up. So we're partnering with those organizations so that not only can we connect their employees to transit benefits like their no-cost ORCA card, but also to the populations that they're serving so that we can bring those enrollment services straight to their location where they're already meeting with these groups that could qualify. So when it comes to the work that they're doing, they have this added experience of transit that they can speak to their clients about. Rather than being like, yep, there's a bus right there, they can be like, oh, that's route. You can take this route. You can get this ORCA card. Community Transit is coming next month to help people apply for a Lyft card, for example. Things like that, kind of just strengthening that partnership and having a framework where we're connecting the dots between everyone so that people have access to transportation.
Alessandra, when you think about this program and the future of it, what do you hope will happen?
So it's a pilot program. We're learning a lot about the communities that we work with, about the businesses around us, about their employees. And I think there's a real opportunity there for businesses to get started, where it's a 1-year opportunity for them to offer transit benefits at no cost. If they happen to have a business friend that also has a business in Snohomish County, we have a referral incentive for them to offer their second year, for them to continue their second year free. And I'm happy that I can give them a key to the Puget Sound so that they can start trying out these services. But yeah, I think cars are overrated, and I think we can just consider a new way of traveling. And if you get it from your employer, like, it's just that much easier for you to try something new.
Yeah. Alessandra, thanks so much for talking about this today. It's been great having you here, hearing the stories.
Thanks. I'm so happy we twinned.
Yeah, me too. That worked out really well. Thanks for being on That Transit Show.
Thank you.
This has been That Transit Show from Community Transit. Be sure to subscribe and follow That Transit Show and listen wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Monica Spain. Thanks for being here. We'll see you at our next stop.